All right, we are tracking live Union Home Minister Amit Shah in Chennai currently. All eyes on the Tamil Nadu ahead of 2021 assembly polls. BJP there eyeing to make inroads in Tamil Nadu. In here we're getting live visuals of Amit Shah, who's just arrived at the Leela Palace Hotel in Chennai. He's headed out now to Kalaignar's Samadhi. He will be paying a visit to MGR and Jayalalitha, former chief ministers, long-standing Dravidian leaders in Tamil Nadu. And here is Amit Shah, who set off, headed towards MGR Samadhi. He will pay his tributes, his respects, and then head out to meet senior BJP leaders within the state, along with flagging of some developmental projects that Amit Shah is there. Remember, Amit Shah's visit comes at a time when the BJP as well as the AIADMK, ruling AIADMK, their ties have been strained over the last couple of months. This is a time when Tamil Nadu is eyeing at an assembly election in just about 6 months' time, and here is Amit Shah looking at making inroads. Doesn't seem like their equation with the ruling AIADMK is up to mark. Let me quickly cut across to Akshaya Nath, joining us live to bring us details on that. Akshaya, Amit Shah in Tamil Nadu ahead of the assembly polls, such a grand welcome that he gets, and literally gets off his car, walks onto the road, greets many of those fans and supporters and party workers right in the middle of his journey towards the hotel. Here is Amit Shah now receiving that kind of grand welcome, and he's headed to MGR Samadhi. Take us through the schedule for the day and all the rumors that is about him meeting with Alagiri, meeting with Rajnikant, trying to make inroads in Tamil Nadu at a time when the BJP's equations with the AIADMK does not look the best.
Nabila, firstly, correction. He is not going to Kalaignar Samadhi or MGR Samadhi. He is going to Kalaivanar Arangam, where the government function is to take place in Chennai. The meeting is proposed to have projects worth rupees 65,000 crore inaugurated by Amit Shah, the Union Minister. And it will also be seen that Edappadi K. Palnisamy as well as O. Paneerselvam, his deputy, will be part of this government event that is going to happen today. And during the event, he is going to pay floral tribute to both Jayalalitha and MGR at the Kalaivanar Arangam. And post the meeting around 6 o'clock, he will be returning back to Leela Palace, where I am currently standing. And he will be having a meeting with the BJP office bearers in the state. We need to remember that the BJP has revamped its entire office bearers list, including the state president is a new entrant, L. Murugan. And apart from him, we're seeing that many vice presidents have also been appointed by the BJP, and there are many new people who have joined the BJP now, like Kushbu Sundar, Annamalai, and also most recently KP Ramalingam. So all these people will be meeting Amit Shah today in the evening, and that will be something that we'll have to wait and watch, Nabila. And also we are being told that senior leaders from the AIADMK are also likely to meet Amit Shah post in the evening, and this will be like one of the first official talks between the allies ahead of the 2021 state assembly elections. And this will be something that we'll have to very keenly look at, because the last couple of weeks haven't been very smooth for the BJP or the AIADMK. The BJP's repeated requests for the Veil Yatra had been rejected by Edappadi K. Palnisamy. At this juncture, we'll have to really see how things will pan out. But the way Amit Shah was greeted at the Chennai airport with CM, Deputy CM and senior ministers of the party assembling there and greeting him, it kind of reflected that, all is well within the alliance. And that's exactly the kind of line of speech that each of the leaders from both the parties have been saying. Today Amit Shah's grand entrance into Tamil Nadu is to show the strength of the BJP here, and very clearly the half a kilometer odd walk that Amit Shah along with L. Murugan and few other leaders did definitely has set an example for the 2021 elections that we are going to see in 5 months from now, Nabila.
Right, you did correct on the journey and the itinerary there. Right now, the visuals that we're getting here, take us through those shots there. Akshaya, here we see Amit Shah, who is just meeting with several of the senior BJP leaders. He's going to be paying tributes to Jayalalitha and MGR. If you can take us through the trail again, just to understand what his schedule is for today.
Nabila, just 5 minutes back, Amit Shah had left from the Leela Palace. He's directly going to Kalaivanar Arangam, where the official government event will happen. There, first and foremost, he will be paying floral tribute to Jayalalitha and MGR, and followed by that, he will be inaugurating rupees 65,000 crore worth of projects that will be coming in the state of Tamil Nadu. This is seen as a very important inaugural function because, you know, this will enhance the economic stand of the state and also the infrastructure development in Tamil Nadu, a boost with more number of, organizations going to be set in. So that will be a major set that he will be inaugurating, and following that, Mr. Amit Shah will be back at the Leela Palace, and then he will be meeting with BJP functionaries. There are many new people who have got appointed in the BJP, so he will be meeting with all those new office bearers, district secretaries, and he will be understanding the kind of situation that Tamil Nadu is currently in and what can be done by the BJP to increase its foothold. This will be the main talk during the meeting with the party workers, is what we're given to understand. But apart from that, he will also be meeting AIADMK senior leaders, is what we're being told. In fact, there might be a meeting with the CM and the DCM here at the Leela Palace, is also what we're being told by close sources, but that we'll have to wait and watch. But initially, the first event that Amit Shah has left for right now is the government function where he will be inaugurating those infrastructure projects.
Right. You did mention that he will be possibly having discussions with the Chief Minister, Edapati Palaniswamy, and even OPS possibly. When they did come to receive him at the airport, did they seem like they were having a discussion? Did they talk with each other, or was it just welcoming him and dropped him right there towards the hotel, and that's it? Didn't they have any discussion at that point of time? Considering that they've come there to receive him, it must have been quite a spectacle and a lot of speculation as well.
Well, Nabila, it was a grand gesture which was being showcased by the alliance partners, AIADMK and the BJP. And it was seen that not just Edapadi K. Palaniswamy or O. Pannirselvam was present there, but also most of the senior important ministers like Sengote and Jayakumar, Maffai Pandeyarajan, Anbaragan, all these people are also there. And also O. Pannirselvam's son, O.P. Ravindranath, he was also there. So all these people were there, and it was just a meet and greet initially at the airport where all of them were greeting and welcoming Amit Shah to the city of Chennai. And after that, we had seen that when he got out of the airport, Amit Shah had got out of his car and started walking, and that was a grand gesture which was being shown. And you know that despite the state government not giving permission for a yatra, the BJP has been doing several yatras across the state, and in fact, very noticeably, Mr. Murugan had taken the veil, which is a symbol, iconic symbol of Lord Muruga, and he had used that symbol while walking along with, Amit Shah today. Those are interesting tidbits that we had watched today while Amit Shah had arrived in Chennai. And apart from that, was there a discussion at that point of time? Well, not really. But after Amit Shah reaching the Leela Palace, we had seen that almost half an hour, 45 minutes prior to Amit Shah leaving, we saw that senior minister of the AIADMK, D. Jayakumar, had come here, but he's also the protocol minister who has to accompany a union minister. So that was one thing that we had noticed. But apart from that, it's only been BJP cadres in and around Leela Palace. You can even see, for just few minutes back, we had a large gathering of people here.
Right. Akshay,
so
we're getting
that is,
shots, live shots of Amit Shah just arriving at the BJP office. Is that the BJP office? And there's a grand function that has been arranged for. You have people in large numbers already in attendance there. If you can take us through the shots that we get in, live shots, a massive setup that's been here organized for Amit Shah's entry. What's this event all about?
Well, Nabila, that is not the BJP office, but that is the Kalaivanar Arangam, which is the place where the government function is happening. That is exactly where Amit Shah was scheduled to go from the Leela Palace. The Kalaivanar Arangam is the place where most of the government events take place. So today, because he's inaugurating government projects and proposals worth rupees 65,000 crore, he has just gone there, and there he will be firstly paying floral tributes to Jayalalitha and MGR, and followed by that it will be seen that the keynotes will be presented by O Pannirselvam, and Edappadi K Palanisamy is also expected to speak in the event, and also the keynote will be given by Amit Shah, and post that we will be seeing that Amit Shah will be returning back to Leela Palace. This is a very formal event, so most of the BJP and the AIADMK representatives had maintained that Amit Shah is here in Chennai for two purposes. One was to inaugurate the government programs, and second was to meet the BJP cadres and the BJP leadership and have an internal discussion. Apart from that, they've been keeping all their cards close, and they don't really want to divulge on the details of whom all Amit Shah is likely to meet and what are the closed-door discussions that they're likely to have. Because 5 months from now, Tamil Nadu is a poll-bound state. It will be facing the state assembly elections, and it will be a very important event that is happening in the state post the demise of former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha and M. Karunanidhi. So taking all these things into consideration, it seems like, Amit Shah, who's considered as the Chanakya of Indian politics of late, is coming to Chennai, and that win itself will have a major impact, is the consideration of the BJP. In fact, C.T. Ravi and L. Murugan, both of them had echoed that sentiment, saying that once, Amit Shah reaches Tamil Nadu, the fate of the state will be changed by him. So, all these are the expectations that are there, and it is also hoped that Amit Shah's this recent visit will increase the enthuse of the BJP cadres. And currently what we're seeing at the Kalaivanar Arangam is that there is again a massive gathering, and people appreciate, welcoming him into the arena. It's been a real long time since Amit Shah has visited the city. The last visit was in August 2019. So he's almost here after a year and a half. So this is a major event for all those support. Nabila.
Absolutely, Akshaya. We're getting live visuals there, shots coming in of Amit Shah there at a party function. In fact, 65,000 crore projects in Tamil Nadu that Amit Shah is all set to inaugurate. And this, of course, like Akshaya said, the amount of revenue that it will generate for the state of Tamil Nadu, the number of jobs that it could provide, and just the overall upliftment of the state, Tamil Nadu. 65,000 crore worth projects there that will be launched by Amit Shah. This is come as a big booster for the state of Tamil Nadu at a time when about 5 months down the line, Tamil Nadu is eyeing at an assembly election, and BJP there looking hard to make inroads. So far we know BJP has been trying time and again, but has not really made a substantial impact in Tamil Nadu as it has in states like Karnataka, where now the BJP is ruling in Karnataka. To that extent, for the amount that the BJP has tried over decades now in Tamil Nadu, it hasn't been able to make a real impact. It's the Dravidian parties who've all along been in power in Tamil Nadu. But this time, the election is quite interesting, considering that both J. Jayalalitha, as well as MGR, two senior leaders there, both of them will be absent. In their absence, Tamil Nadu will be going to polls, and this is a big deal for Tamil Nadu politics. Akshaya, back to you. Akshaya, if you are with us, senior leaders like Jayalalitha, MGR, not part of this assembly election. Does this give any scope, for that matter, to the BJP? And that's what they're hoping, we're sure. But what does it really look like on ground in terms of the political buzz that's around, considering the senior leaders are not around? Tamil Nadu enters into an assembly election, sans them. Does this give an edge to the BJP this time around, at least, considering they've tried hard for decades?
மாண்புமிகு மத்திய உள்துறை
Nabila,
அமைச்சர்
we had
அவர்களுக்கு
expected the same during the Lok Sabha election that happened in 2019. It was also again after the demise of Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi, and at that juncture, it was once expected that the sentiments will sway otherwise. But it was seen that the DMK was having a sweep in the Lok Sabha elections in the state. Out of the 39 constituencies, it was seen that 38 was won by the DMK and its allies, and it was a very poor show for the AIADMK and BJP, with just one seat being won by the AIADMK, and that was O. Pannirselvam's son, O.P. Ravindranath. So, at this juncture, once again, there is a hope that probably at the time of the state assembly elections, the sentiments might change, but it will be a tough run for both the Dravidian parties like AIADMK and DMK, and the BJP is very hardly trying to enter into Tamil Nadu, and this function where Amit Shah is attending is also something that we can see as the BJP's attempt to bring about a change in Tamil Nadu politics, and that's expected also because the kind of new leadership we are seeing in the BJP is very different from what it has seen in the past. At the moment on our screens we can see that Amit Shah is attending that government function where O. Pannirselvam and Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, both of them are sitting and along with Sengotian and few others. Amit Shah is the main chief guest of honor for this event, and he is to inaugurate a project worth ₹65,000 crore. So these are huge boost for the AIADMK and the BJP. This is likely a show of strength by the alliance partners as well, because this is a way of showing that the government is doing really well. They're having new investment projects coming in at the time when the pandemic corona has been affecting the state and the country as well, and at this time if the AIADMK is able to bring about the kind of investments, then they are trying to show off before the elections is what we can say at one point. And other than that, there are other factors also which we need to consider, Nabila, which will include things like ahead of the 2021 elections, what are the steps that can be taken combinedly by the alliance partners, because both of them, even though they have been having war of words in the last couple of weeks, they've tried to maintain that they are in good alliance still. In fact, Annamalai, who was talking to us earlier, had said that we are in good terms and there is nothing to worry about, they're still part of the NDA, is what Annamalai had said. Similarly, EPS had also stated that the AIADMK and BJP are ally partners, but our ideologies might be different, and the way we function might be different, but there is no problem between us. So at this point of time, I think it's complete show of strength.
Well, it's really interesting to see what kind of equation that the AIADMK and the BJP will establish ahead of the polls here and after post Amit Shah's visit in Tamil Nadu. Akshay, do stay with us, but we're going to slip into a short break. We'll be right back tracking Amit Shah's movement there in Chennai. He's currently attending a party function there. 65,000 crores worth projects, developmental projects in Tamil Nadu that he is due to launch ahead of the assembly polls in Tamil Nadu. He's clearly looking at making inroads. BJP there looking at establishing itself ahead of polls in Tamil Nadu. We're going to take you through all of this after a short break.
You are watching India Today.